ball back, pretty good field position. There was still, I believe, a minute 15 to play. Will you talk a little bit about your thinking in that final minute? It looked like you were maneuvering to set up a final field goal. Or am I viewing that right?
No, what we were going to do is we really did not want to take a chance throwing the football. Certainly part of that was the amount of interceptions we threw. We did not want to risk a holding call. To me, we had probably gotten away with as many screens in a game as you could get away with. And we were in his range. And I just thought we were going to take 2 runs and try to pop Willie through there. And try to have Willie make a play. And if we didn't pop through there and get it closer, we were going to make sure that on 3rd down that we centered it and made the final kick the last play of the game. And if we had it over, the only thing that I'd do differently is block it better so Willie would have got 5 more yards. If we had gotten 3 more yards, probably the kick is good. So that's how we played it, and we talked about it as a staff. And I did not want to jeopardize a holding call or an interception, or the way the game had played out. Really, the only 2 touchdowns we had were a screen and a big play. And if you eliminate those 2 plays, we had more negative things happen in the passing game than positive. So that's how we decided to play it. And if I had it again, I'd probably do it the same way. Because if we hadn't done that and we had lost a chance to kick the kick, I'd be, it came down to a kick that I believe our guy would hit.
Coach, as far as defense goes, do you look at these statistics as far as where you rank, and how do you boost maybe that unit's confidence?
Well, I mean, the way you boost confidence is you make plays. People, how's the morale of the team? I don't know. If you want the morale to get better, win games. Stop them on 3rd down, hit the kick, run the football for more than 9 yards. All those things are going to help us win games and are going to help morale. Our defensive guys have played extremely hard. There's not one person in our defensive staff or our defensive players that are thrilled with where our numbers are, and I'd be disappointed if they were. When I turn that film on, our guys are playing with tremendous effort. They really are. They're playing hard. And there are so many good young players playing for us that I'm very excited about. I think Dwayne Woods is becoming one of the best linebackers in the entire conference. Up front, Chris Jones is a sophomore who I think is going to be a great tackle. Jarris Campbell's a freshman who's playing extremely well. Cam Truss, the last 2 weeks, has played very well at corner for us, and he's a freshman. And those guys are making a lot of plays for us. And I see those guys every week getting better. And the other thing you look at is who have you played? Well, we've defended the number 2 offense in the country, the number 5 offense in the country, and I think Troy's in the top 10 now after last night. So, we've played against good people. We certainly haven't played against people that make it conducive to having your offense be top 10, but at the same token, we haven't played well enough. Our standard can't be, well, geez, we played good offenses, therefore, our numbers need to get better. Every single player in our defense would tell you that, and every coach would tell you that. But I see guys playing hard. I see guys getting better. I see guys starting to understand the defense much better, and we're rolling out a lot of new guys out there. It's not like there was 8 or 9 returning starters. There's 1 or 2 returning starters. And, I think they're good players. I believe in them, and I know they're going to get better. I like our team. I don't, I've been in those years that you're maybe struggle and you feel that guys are working against each other. I like our football team. I enjoy practicing with them. I enjoy spending time with them. This isn't a fight every week to get them ready, and that keeps you going, because I believe it's a group that's going to get better, and there's so many of these guys that we're going to be coaching for the next 3 and 4 years, that you really do believe you're starting to build something, and by the same token, we want to win as many games as we can win this year. So, we know there's a long-term plan, but at the same point for our seniors, all the emphasis has to be on the week-to-week plan.
Anything else for Coach? Yeah, one more, this is not a football question.
Where's this one going?
Hockey team's got a brand new coach, he's making his debut against Michigan actually this weekend. If you had to give him advice by taking over after you were brand new coach for 1 year, if you had to give him advice about being a brand new coach at Bowling Green, what would you tell him?
First of all, Chris is going to do a great job. We've spent a lot of time together, and you know, even though he's not a football coach, I think you get a feeling that coaches share similar philosophies, and I think the two of us look at things the same way. And I think whenever you take over a program, you know, there's got to be certain things that you believe in, and I always use the term "don't blink." Usually when you get a head job, it's for a reason. And very rarely is the reason that the team is loaded and stocked. There's always going to be challenges when you take over. But you know, you don't deviate from your long-term plan for a short-term gain. And I think he has a plan, and from what I understand, recruiting's going very well for him, and I think he's going to be very successful here. And you know, he's a great guy, and I think he's a great fit at Bowling Green, and I really enjoy him. And you know, he's a first-time head coach, but I think he has a very clear vision of what he wants to do, and I think there's no question he'll get there. It probably won't be as fast as people would like. It never is, but there's no question he'll get there.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.